The secret of this Fuyin chart. So in Ximenduan there's something called the Fuyin chart. And apparently, according to what the technical aspect of Fuyin is that if you do a divination, you should not be going ahead with the chart itself. That means if you ask a question, you should not be going ahead with the particular question. So the thing about Fuyin chart, we must understand what is the definition first. So Fuyin chart is something we talk about something which are going to be slow, going to be draggy, something to be painful. That means it's not going to be a very good outcome. So how do we solve this problem? Are we able to do anything about Fuyin chart at all? So a Fuyin chart is the big picture of the chart. The chart is telling us the big picture of what is really going to happen. It's going to be slow, draggy, and painful. So ultimately is you still have to look at other information. Things like, for example, there's a special case for Fuyin chart. Fuyin chart, if there's a thing plus thing combination, that means both of them in the answer itself, thing plus thing, D-I-N-G, then it's a very special combination. In any other combination, in terms of stem, if you see a thing plus thing, meaning that this Fuyin chart does not apply. I repeat that, it does not apply for this Fuyin chart. And because of that, you still have to see what is the answer in the particular hour palace. And from there, you were able to see what is the combination of the door, stars, and the god. And of course, the combination of the stem itself, the stem plus stem, and then whether it's there antigrave, six punishment, and then the trigram, and then the palace, the element itself. All this combination, you see and give a more holistic approach on what is the answer. Then after that, what you can see is that basing on the particular answer itself, is it going to be a good energy? Is it going to be positive? Then you still can continue with that particular answer, question that you ask. You still can carry on with that particular thing that you want to do. And at the same time, what happens if there's no thing and thing? There is still a possibility that things can work out. What is the question that you ask? If the particular event that you're going to ask is expected to be positive, then expected to be draggy, and eventually you were able to bear with the pain, the weight, and it takes some time to happen. Provided that you know that it's going to be draggy. You see, end of the day is some depending on what is the question. So for example, one of my students, he is have been asked about the question about being promoted to be a head of audit. Then as an auditor in the department itself as a head, it's going to be long, draggy, and painful. So in their industry, they know that this job is not going to be very sweet. It's going to be a very painful job. But end of the day is this person who is being promoted have accepted this job because they expected this particular job to be painful and long and very draggy. So it still depends on the question asked itself, you see. So end of the day, you also have to see the symbol inside. The symbol inside, where is the palace is located. If there is a situation involved, can you change the outcome? Yes, you can change the outcome. Depending on what palace is located. Every palace tells you a direction. Every palace tells you an answer on what to do, how to do. And then from there, basing on the chart, basing on the symbol itself, you are able to see what are the things that's going to happen and what are the solution. You see, the key thing is the solution. Once you're able to find the solution and you're willing to bear with the consequences of waiting and dragging and painful, yes, you still can use the Fuyin chart to do an outcome. That means to answer it, and then from there to decide to go into that particular situation. Okay, so much for this Fuyin chart. Thank you for watching.